look like a postcard. Northern Lights we were not able to see. They weren't out yet. Here is a gift shop bag. I use that for one of my pages and put in here more photos that I corner rounded. This little doily was from where we had the rehearsal dinner. And it was on one of my kids' plates. And I snatched that up and said, I'll take that, thank you, and I'll put it in my junk journal. The city of Nenana was amazing, and there was this river flowing there that was just gorgeous, and it was just a magical time. It was so beautiful. Here's the Nenana River, and it was powerful and strong and just flowing so majestically through that town. It was just such a gorgeous sight everywhere. Things from the airplanes, getting my husband's suit cleaned, more of the lodge, stickers from the different bookstores and gift shops. We went to a Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum. If you're ever in Fairbanks, it is way worth it to go. Amazing stuff. And you could dress in costume and sit in an old car there. So at that museum, there's restored cars, and you can also see clothing from the same era as the cars. And they had like little video presentations of the history of transportation in Fairbanks. Here's my 3 daughters on top of a hill that was right outside our lodge. More maps. I picked up this stationery while we were there at one of the shops. Here's my husband and our 3 daughters at the Alaskan Pipeline. I wanted to see more moose. I only saw one crossing the road a ways ahead. So I'll have to go back someday and see more. I put in a coloring page of a bear. And a lot of stuff is just attached by paper clips. Some of it is washi in. So here is a little bit of washi tape attaching a menu from one of the places we ate. That's where my daughter-in-law's, oh no, I take that back. They did treat us to dinner. That was at a different place. This is a place where we got coffee and breakfast one morning. The day of the wedding, actually. We had a little time to go down to Fairbanks. Belly bands there, which I don't know if they're called belly bands if they're vertical. So I call them vertical belly bands, but put more photos in there. And a lot of these Tim Holtz words are throughout the book. So this one says inspire. Here is sort of what they call like that waterfall display. Here's a page of a newsletter or flyer. The other end of the bag I showed you previously, 2 corner tucks. And they also flipped up and they flipped down. So I wrote there a little bit about the lodge we were at. And these were fresh blueberries, a picture of those, which may be silly, but they were picked from the outside trees that were all around the lodge. And we had those with our breakfast one day. More pictures done in that same waterfall kind of display. I cut out some pictures from children's dictionaries, sewed them on cards, and made that as additional journaling space. As you can see, I wrote on the back of that one. And this is another one. It has room for writing still. I was hoping that some of my kids that were with us on the trip or my husband would like to add their own comments. And this is from my son and his wife's wedding. And a little flower I picked while we were there. More of the tea things and coffee sleeves. Scrapbook paper from the mountain shop. I did these 2 little pockets above each other and put little pictures in there. I also colored some copy paper with blues and purples that I thought would match the scrapbooking paper I used for the cover. Like I said, beautiful pictures everywhere. So the Smash Book setup is kind of where you take a page. If you've seen the K&C Company Smash Books, they have really creative pages, but then you just smash your stuff down on it. You just glue it down wherever you want and you write something if you want. So it takes the exactness out of journaling and memory keeping and makes it really, really doable. And that's what happened here. I put together the book and then I just put stuff in it. And like I said, I didn't worry about the order. This is a piece of birch bark, birch tree bark that I picked up. It peels off of the trees. I picked it up off the ground and put it there. I do not have a lot of space on my phone, so I'm going to zip through this. the rest of this. I made a little booklet for more memories. Double washi sheet there, and again, just postcards, business cards, lots of clips, lots of children's dictionary pictures sewn onto cards. And it's more of the same, but lots of good memories. As I look through this, I'm reminded of what an amazing time it was. Up on the hill outside our lodge, it was like a smallish mountain or maybe a foothill, and you would go up there and see for miles and miles and miles, and there was nothing but trees, and you could hear the wind gently blowing, and it was just peaceful and gorgeous and serene. I was so happy we were able to go. This is a couple pictures of the lodge. If the glare's not too much, you can see the antique clock, the open shelving. It's very authentic. It was wonderful. It was just my kind of place. When we went there, there weren't a whole lot of guests yet because of the time of year, but we were very interested to note that people from all over the world were in Alaska, and even in the small lodge that we stayed at. There was a man that was of Iraqi-Italian ancestry. There were Asian people visiting. I can't think of what other nationalities, but it was fun. It was like a meeting place of the nation, so that was really neat. Anyway, this flip spot is made from a little bit of folded information from pamphlet, so I made it into a tuck spot, and put that there. More of the scrapbooking paper. It opens pretty flat because of the space, so probably I didn't need this big of a cover, but it gave me enough room to stuff the book and add lots of pictures and flyers. I chose this here because of the Alaskan part of the map. More pictures, a couple stamps, envelopes with pictures from the wedding and wedding souvenirs, pictures of the not the resort, we stayed at the visitor center that we went to, which was very, very interesting. Some of Alaska's wildflowers on a postcard. More tuck spots. So this is a great way to commemorate a vacation. It's just one of those treasure hunts. When you start to look at it, there's so much to discover. It was really fun to make. I added a little clear envelope here for some more souvenirs, and made some of these oblong journaling cards out of leftover paper, which, like I said, there's still room to write. So if any of my traveling companions want to add something ever, they can. It's my daughter, who was just dating her now husband at the time, so she was often seen with her head looking at her phone to see if he had texted her. This is from the wedding, a doily from the wedding. More pictures. These are, I was thinking these were from the naughty shop that we went to, but I think it's something to do with the airport. Here we are with our new daughter-in-law. More things clipped on. I tried to choose purple and blue because they seemed like icy, cooler colors. Made a little shaker envelope. The wedding invitation is there. This is just with glitter, so it's not real shaky, but it's got a couple sequins in there. The last sunset of the last day, and then this I covered a manila envelope with a Alaska map and put some things from the Air Force Base in there where my son is stationed. And then here's a picture of our waiting for our flight out, our last day there. We were up for about 36 hours till we got home. It was a long trip home, but it was a wonderful trip and just really memorable. So here's an idea. Consider making your own smash book out of a cereal box for your next trip memory album or any other big event coming up. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.